So my first assessment on the person, I'm looking for the massive hemorrhage. If I find something, I take the tourniquet and I put it as high up as I possibly can, and I pull it as tight as I can. This first pull is the most important piece because it takes all the slack out of this. If there's a jacket or something like that, I've got to compress all of that stuff together. Then I take the windlass bar and I turn this until the bleeding stops. So it may take quite a few turns to get it to the bleeding stops. Once the bleeding is stopped, then I take the tail, go through the windlass keeper, and then the white tab over the top.
Okay.
How long can I leave this on for?
There's a specific time, an hour. Or is it just to write down the time? Like
Yep, I can write the time. That's what this little tab is for.
Right.
So I take this and I write the time, 9:30. 9:30.
But I know there's a time to save the limb, but you leave it on until you get to the highest level of
Okay, so you leave it on until you get to some
Because even
place.
if it's past the time and you lose the limb, well, at least he's still not going to die and bleed out, right?
Okay.
But ideally, isn't it like 20 minutes?
6 hours without long-term neurologic deficits.
Oh.
6
that's a long
hours.
time.
I try to get it converted or reduced within 2 hours if I possibly
You
can.
try to reduce it.
So yeah, I just take a bandage and I try and put this in there, and then I slowly let this out and see if the bandage holds.
Okay.
Right, that's called reduction. Or I can convert it, like the wound's down here, I can move another tourniquet here and then kind of adjust a little bit. I try and do that within at least an hour to 2 hours if I can, but I can leave this on for 6 hours. So if I've got to evacuate somebody from the middle of the woods and get them out, I've got lots of time. So you just put it on and leave it on
So it's
until.
not as time crucial as...
Correct. So think about all the little fallacies that we used to say. If you put a tourniquet on, they're going to lose a limb.
Yeah, black and white. Yeah.
Why did they lose the limb? Why did people lose limbs when we put a tourniquet on them? They didn't lose it because of the tourniquet. They lost it because they got their arm stuck in a wheat thrasher and it mangled their arm and it required us to put on a tourniquet.
Yeah.
So that's why they lost the limb. It's not because of the tourniquet itself.
Gotcha.
So the other thing that was a big fallacy that was out there is you put the tourniquet on, then you loosen it every 15 minutes. You want to get blood flow going. What's our number one goal?
Yeah. Right.
Oxygenated blood to the brain, right? I got to keep the red stuff in. So if I open this up and I let red stuff out, that's counterintuitive.